Welcome back to Brick by Brick. Today we're going to be going over whether or not you should be investing in LEGO Lord of the Rings sets. So at the moment, of the sets that are currently for sale on LEGO.com, we have the LEGO Lord of the Rings Rivendell set, which has a pretty high price point at about $500. And then we have a couple of the Brickhead sets in the Lord of the Rings category. We have Gandalf the Grey and the Balrog, which I have one of these in my collection. I think it's going to do well. And then we have the Aragorn and Arwen set, as well as the Frodo and Gollum set. So I do think that each of these are likely going to end up being pretty great investments. I think the set came out fairly recently, so I don't think it will be retiring for a while, but I do think that when these do retire, they're all going to end up doing pretty well in the post-retirement market. We can look at some of the previous wave of Lord of the Rings sets. Here, we'll go here to see how well they've done as investments. We have the Tower of Orthanc that retailed for about $200. You could probably get it for sale at various points too, and it is now worth about $725. We have the Pirate Ship Ambush that you could have bought for about $100 and is now worth $318. Then we have the Battle of the Black Gate set, which you could have got for about $60 and is now worth about $370. Then we have the Council of Elrond you could sell for $130. The Wizard Battle, which was pretty cheap, actually got one of these at one point set that came out in 2013, and it is selling for about $80. And then you have the Battle of Helm's Deep, which sells for about $550, which is a really impressive return on investment. Then we get the Mines of Moria, which sells for about $325. Then we have Attack on Weathertop, which sells for about $225. Then the Orc Forge, which is selling for about $196. Then the Uruk-hai Army, which is selling for $180, which is pretty impressive. That might be one of the highest returns on investment of these sets. The Wizard Battle went up by a little bit more, and the Battle of the Black Gate set, but a 500% return on investment is very impressive. And so you could have turned $30 into about $180. And it was a great return on investment. And I'm not certain if that trend will continue with these newer LEGO Lord of the Rings sets. I do think that the Brickheads might not do quite as well. I think that the Rivendell set could likely follow trend of a set like the Tower of Orthanc and go up in value by, I think, over like a 10-year period or so. It would be realistic after the Rivendell set retires to get about a 250% return on investment, which is, pretty good return year by year. And then we have the Shelob Attack set, which is selling for about $115. Then we have the Gandalf Arrives set, which is very impressive. That may be the highest ROI set of about 600%. It retailed for about $13 and is now selling for about $100, which is very impressive. And then we have Frodo with the Cooking Corner set, which hasn't gone up in value by too much, but to go from $4 to $18 is still pretty impressive. Then we have the Uruk-hai with Ballista there, which has gone up in value by 507% from $4 to about $25, which is very impressive. And then we have the promotional Elrond minifigure, which is worth about $50. So these previous LEGO Lord of the Rings sets have done really well once they've retired, and I think that trend will likely continue with these sets here, but we will have to see. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions.